All right, fellow friends, this is the moment. This is what we have been moving up to. We are going to finish this off. We're not doing it the lame old sealed siblings way. We are doing it the right way today. Something that not everybody can do. There's people who can go in and whoop the Hollow Knight because he's not that bad, but we're not doing that. We're going to jump into his dream and we are going to destroy it from the inside out. And that's going to be against the Radiance, which is nothing to scoff at. The Radiance is a challenge. So, excuse me. Here we go. I'm not going to go back through the Hollow Knight fight again, but get your best charms on, and we're going to go on inside. Now, when we do get to the Radiance, there's going to be a thing where you challenge her, and I think I'm going to stop there and tell you how to fight her. Okay? So, let's jump in. Let's do this the right way. Is what we were looking for. Okay, we've already knocked the chains down, and here he is. Come on, it's beatdown time, buddy. Alright, I'm done with you. Yep. Yeah. Pop. Heal. Pop. There's that. He didn't do that last time. Yeah, you don't love that, do you? Yeah, he's doing it plenty now. Alright. I'll get some heals in. I shouldn't stand so close to him. Alright, watching out for... Another thing we haven't seen is when he... Alright, he's gonna jump to the middle. Hornet jumps in, says, "Hey, I got your back." And she says, "Get good," and it's about time to get this good. We go ahead and dream nail him, and here we are. It is time to fight the real boss, the one behind the scenes who's been doing all this problem to Hallownest. We're going to deal with the Radiance herself. You don't got to worry about healing and stuff. That's going to be back. Because you can't see your masks or anything. And look at the sun. That's what you're going to be fighting. It's going to come down, and it's a big moth. Now, it'll materialize, and some things about this fight... I may lead you astray a little bit because there's a later version, the Absolute Radiance, and this one is not quite as powerful. But they have several attacks. Like most moths, she has spears that she'll call from the left side or the right side that just go horizontal across, and there's like a whole column of them with little spaces in between to go through. She also will shoot little orbs at you that will chase you. There'll be several of them. And she also will sometimes make spikes appear from the floor. She'll sometimes call spears from the ceiling downward. And she also will make a spiral of spears around herself that she shoots out, and they have a curvature to them. And another thing she does is she shoots out lasers of light. There's a second phase where she goes up, and then you have to do basically all the things that I just mentioned, but on platforms. And then her third phase, she goes up into the air, and you have to hippity hop up these platforms while she's trying to shoot at you, and you jump up and deliver one final blow while like all these other void buddies are coming up, and it's pretty sick. It's good. So anyway, to talk through this, as the spears come left to right, you're going to want to jump and go through the bigger portions where you can. Now, when your Shade Soul or Shade Cloak is available, you can go right through them. But try to get used to going through the openings that present themselves. Now, as she shoots the orbs at you, I find you just kind of lead them a certain direction and come back and forth. Because she'll shoot one that you kind of drag, and then by that time you're dragging the second one in a different direction. So it's kind of weird. There is a chance to hit her while you drag them, and you just kind of try to keep going back and forth in almost like in a circle. That'll sound weird. Excuse me, until you see it, but we can talk through it a little better. And then they're going to shoot lasers at you. These are hard to get away from. She shows you where they're going to be real quick. You have to move off of them before they materialize and hit you. Also, she calls spears from the ceiling. You just have to get into the little spaces between them. And before she goes up to the platform stage, she will call down spears, and you have to just kind of jump and hit her while stepping in between. That's about it. I think I'm going to just jump in and fight him. The absolute Radiance probably needs a longer explanation. One of the things that's hard about this boss is she uses certain attacks that, quite frankly, feel like they run you right into another attack. So it's like you can avoid one swing, but it pushes you into another one that you honestly can't help but get hit by. So that's tough. So I'm going to challenge it, and the sun like opens up, like just like it has wings. And it's like, oh, who are you to challenge me? And there she is. All right, let's see some of her little abilities first. I pop down. She's going to appear right here. You can usually get some hits off right there. Okay, so that's the orbs, and you just kind of move them and drag them around. There's the beams. Now, the safety of the beams is right where she shot the last beam. The next one is not going to be right there. So, yeah, so I can be safe here. I can be safe here now, if that makes sense. Okay, there's the little spiral, and yeah, it does it again. And see how it's a little curvature. I didn't mention this, the little sunbeam that comes across, and those are the spears from the sky. I think that's about it. Let's go. She hates getting hit with abyss shrieks. Not her favorite at all. All right. You got to really pay attention to your shade cloak and when it becomes available to you, because now she's moved to where she kind of blocks half of the playing field with these spikes, and so you kind of have to work from side to side. So I'm kind of going back and forth to drag these things. All right, got hit. And if you'll notice, she hits for 2, so she doesn't mess around. All right, I'm gonna get a heal. Nice. All right, I'm getting nervous here. Come on. Okay, now she comes in here in the middle, and you just want to avoid this stuff and step in the way, and then you'll just like get a poke, and just try to go straight up. It feels weird, but and also you don't have to extend yourself your whole height of your jump. All right, so your void like reaches up and grabs her, and she's like, no, I'm out of here, you're not gonna get me. But she gives you these platforms. I always go to like this area. I just start swinging up. Okay, and jump and hit. I'm gonna use an abyss shriek from down on this platform. We'll save that shade's cloak to get through. And again, you can just kind of walk off a bit. You can desolate dive, and then just wail on her. By the time the next one comes, here we go. Ow. Okay. I stepped on it anyway. Well, it's gonna be okay, but okay, I need to try to get some heals in. So let me show you. Okay, that's where one of them is. Now I can heal because I know she's not going to shoot at that same location. Alright, she went up to her final place. So it's time to ascend. She's going to shoot me all the way up. So, wherever the beam is, you just kind of get off of it. Try to hop straight up. Ah, they know they're hungry. My friends are coming up. They're going to see me usher her out. And so they're all coming, a whole bunch of them. It's really cool. I love it. I think it's great. Really cool concept here. All of them coming up to watch it happen. And there she is. Just one final schwack. I break my mask away. The void reaches up and grabs her, just pulls it up, and it's for me to finish it off. So now it's just swing, pow, pow. You're just basically slapping the Radiance out of existence. You and the rest of the void. So sends out, you have destroyed the Radiance. And I think that is just epic. I think that's really, really cool. And in doing that, you get the Dream No More achievement. A real solid ending to the game. And so, the void, I guess, soaks up in there. And Hornet's okay, which I think is cool. Kind of fades off and soaks up. And there's Hornet. She's okay. She's gotta be. We need Silk Song. She jumps up. There's your mask. It's broken because you kind of turned into like your natural self, which is the void. You got to your like ultimate power. You went like Super Saiyan or something. I don't know. So there's your other little buddies, and they're like, you know what? It is done. What our purpose for all of us, it is done. And so there they go. Nice. Okay. And that's where they pull up the game credits. And I'm going to go ahead and go through the game credits. This time, we're going to see the little cutscene with Mr. Mushroom. So, I like seeing everybody's stuff that pops up. I think that's a much more satisfying ending. I think that's super cool. I think the Radiance fight is really cool. I like how the little voidlings or whatever they are, the siblings, like come flying up to join you at the end, and how you don't abandon Hornet. And the other thing that is cool is you're not trapped in there holding the infection. So it's a much more satisfying ending to the game, and you have beaten the Radiance now. You've put it in your Hunter's Journal. It'll keep track of it, and so that's really cool the next time you go into this particular save. When we get done, it'll say we've done 108% of the game. There's 112% that you can reach, and that other 4% is based on the pantheons that are still available in God Home. You can get the other 12%, the other 4% to go all the way up to 112. Now, if you followed my guide, you will have gotten all what I call the base achievements that are basically possible in going through the game in a standard walkthrough of reaching this high of a percentage. Now, there are a few things that we haven't gotten yet, and they kind of require either God Home content which is challenging, and I'll save that towards the end, or it requires a different walkthrough. Like there's a speed run in under 20 hours where I think you have to get 100% completion. There's a speed run in under 5 hours where it doesn't matter what percentage you get. And there's a steel soul where you cannot die. There's a steel soul where you have to be in 100%. And so we're going to be doing those other walkthroughs next. I could combine some of those achievements into the same walkthrough. But yeah, so it says, well done on achieving this great feat. You persevered and you triumphed. We hope you enjoyed yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet again on the road ahead. And now here's a little cutscene you unlocked for doing the Mr. Mushroom. There's something like streaking across the sky. The last time you saw him, he like launched himself off out at King's Pass. It zooms in like super close, so close you can see their artistic element of him. And then to be continued. And man, I hope so. I can't wait until it comes up. And it shows you your game completion. Your percentage is 108%. Again, you're missing the 4 percentage points for the base Pantheons before the Pantheon of Hallownest. And there are still some fun rewards and some fun, honestly, little vanity things you can get and show off items you can get. I'm going to walk you through those too. And so that's going to be really cool. All right. I appreciate you so much sticking with me, going through my walkthrough, my base achievements walkthrough of Hollow Knight. I look forward to going through and knocking out some of the trickier ones in future walkthroughs. And hopefully you'll come along for the ride. If you have any questions, any comments, let me know. I'll be there for you. And also, hit me up with a like. Give me a subscribe. This has been fun, and I am really glad you've been here with me throughout this adventure. All right. I will see you guys in the next one.